Hi everyone, this is Ushen and welcome to our Climax Group podcast. This podcast is between the week of January 12th to January 16th, 2015. And joined here today is Busan.
Hi.
And Busan will start off by going through the Ilya card of the days.
Yep. First card for Ilya. Coincidence Mew. Blue 1045. Master Magic Trait. Experience. When the total level of your cards in your level zone is 2 or higher, this gains X. X equals the level of the character opposite to this card by 1000 and has Clock Encore.
Pretty good, I guess, because the only well, they the level 2 game for the current Ilya. Okay, before the in set 1 is essentially just the changers and that's it. So you could use this. It has Clock Encore. You might not want the 5/5 hand encore one. So it's sort of good.
I'm not sure.
Could-
It really depends on your opponent's deck. I'd say at the most point it would just be a 55 with Clock Encore. I guess that's good enough. But and it could creep up a bit more when you start fighting level 2s and higher. Of course, 65 against level 2, depending on the level 2 card, isn't really a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, if you don't
Yeah.
like hand encore, you can run it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. I mean, like honestly, it's not that great if you're looking for a beater card because it's
Yeah.
no, it's really not that great as a beater card.
Mm-hmm.
It's really opponent dependent.
Unless you run the stuff that boosts Mew, but why would you?
Alright, next card. Written Uniform. Red 001k, gem trait. When the other character gets reversed, choose a character. That card gains 1k. And you can pay 1, choose a character of Ilya in the name, and it gains the following ability when it gets reversed. When it gets reversed, if the battling opponent of the level is equal or lower to the card's level, you can put that card to reverse. Basically turns any Ilya card to suicide equal to its level and lower.
It's pretty good, I guess.
If you're looking for a trade card, yes, I say so. I mean, like its second ability also works well with its second ability.
Yeah.
No, well, yeah,
You
same
you
thing.
can still hand encore it if you're using the one with Ilya from last set, right?
Yeah.
So you can turn that in on five. It's a 5/5 on play, but it turns to 7k next turn. So you can just use that to ram hand encore and suicide. So
I mean, like honestly, it's good. The problem is, it's just gem trade, so it won't synergize too well with the main deck, I'd say.
yep.
The first and second effect on it is it's really good. It's just the trait, I would say.
Yep. The trait that screws it up.
Yeah, it just turns it could turn all your Ilya to suiciders. Yeah, we'll just go from there.
Yep. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's really it, I guess. Next card, Luvia and Uniform. Red 228k, Gem and Lady trait. Experience, when the total level of the cards in the level zone is 5 or higher, this card gains 1500. It has Clock Encore, so 9522.
I think it's bad. Just don't, please.
I don't know Ilya too well. I'll just say it's not magic trait, it's gem trait, and I'm not sure that's better 2-2 if you want to play with 2-2 in the first place. So
No.
I mean, like I'd say if you're looking for a gem trait to build a gem trait track, there's still no level 3 for Rin or Luvia yet.
Okay, yeah.
Then I think this would be your choice of card.
Mm-hmm.
But if they have a level 3, then yeah, maybe not.
Don't think they do. So
Not right now.
not for gem,
Not for
It's-
gem. Not for gem yet. No, not for gem.
unless they do is third set, which they probably will. But that's a different story altogether.
Alright, next card. The other Ilya, Kuro. Red 1175, magic and weapon trait. When this card declares an attack, if you have two or less stock, this card goes to the waiting room. I'd like to say it's good, but it's more like no, it's good. It has Ilya in the name. It's still magic trait, so it still works with the main deck. Of course, that means if you end up having no stock, this card has to attack last. If you have to play multiple copies, you better have at least 1 extra stock.
Mhm.
No, wait, not 1 extra stock, 2 extra stock.
Yeah, you need 2 extra.
No, wait, if that means if you ran out of stock the turn you played that means this card cannot attack. No, it
Yeah.
can attack. It can attack,
I
but it'll
can't
go to
attack.
waiting.
Just it'll go
It's
to
just,
the waiting room.
it's just straight to waiting room. So there is restriction is not very heavy.
Yep, it's not really a heavy restriction considering. Well, Ilya level 0, hand on core and stuff, and you have the 1-0 experience Ilya, so your stock wise you should be fine.
I'd say this card could replace the 117k hand-on core, maybe.
Yep, but you do realize it's a red, and that Ilya deck, the old Ilya deck is mono blue, so that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. This card would work in a Kuro fan deck, I suppose. Yeah, it would definitely will.
That will make it.
Yeah, they'll make it. Someone will make it.
I will make it.
Okay, he will make it, and then he might show deck profile or something. Anyways, next card, Made Fun of Ilya. Blue 1045, Master and Magistrate. When you play the Climax, the other B in the Climax zone, this card was in the front row. Search your deck for the other Ilya Kuro, put it on field, and then shuffle your deck. And the card, Climax is 1k1 so gate trigger. I'm not sure. I mean, like the Kuro card is good. It pulls out Kuro for free.
Yep.
Yeah, for free. Yeah, for free. Yeah, for free. Yeah, because Kuro still costs you a stock to play, and this one makes it not so hard to make it, easier to pull out. But the problem is, this card doesn't gain anything out of that besides pulling Kuro.
Just crash. You have the 1k1, just hit for 2.
1k1, hit for 2.
Side for 1. You can side for 1. Right. So.
Yeah, I wish it gained like maybe just maybe one more K power. It made
it too good.
You think it'll be too good?
Yeah. Gain power, play something for free. What?
Yeah, I guess you're right. So yeah, if you're gonna be playing this, you better be playing the Kuro card because then they have no point playing this card.
Say it.
I don't think anyone's gonna be playing this card. I think they'll be playing Kuro maybe, but not this card. If there is, you're gonna
get my 8 boxes by the end of this month, so probably in February.
Well, okay. Well, we'll see what come out of this in the future.
Well, Ilya's out already, so you might have seen it at your local Play Store.
Yeah,
whatever.
Not at ours yet, because we're in North America.
Post.
Anyways,
yeah. Well, now it's Love Live. So Happy Maker Nishiki no Maki, blue 3/2, 10k. Music trait. During your opponent's turn, for every other music character you control, this gets 500 power. Second ability, on play heal.
Well, I can't say it's not. I can't say fan deck. Obviously, it has some place in the main deck, but
this is not a fan deck, obviously.
It's not. It's I was kind of expecting a fan deck level 3 because how all the other cards has been, but this one isn't fan deck. I'm not sure. I would say the level 3 Maki from the first set's better. And it's not. I mean, like healing's nice. The extra 2k is nice on your opponent's turn. Of course, that depends if your field actually lives. If not, that means this card could only be 11k. It heals at least, right? You still can't go wrong with healing in the meta yet. No, well, because it's only so many sets has anti-heal.
But it's still pretty good because you have to change. So.
I don't know.
Normally for Love Live you do have a back row. So.
Yeah, but you should have a back row. So you should be at least 11k in your opponent's turn.
Mm-hmm. And not to mention blue has the push up and smile.
Oh yeah, it does. So yeah, it could be easier to defend. Of course, it has to live the attacking step. Of course, that means you could either side or just attack something smaller.
Yep.
Of course, you don't have those options, and this card's kind of just play heal.
Moving on, we have the changer 2/1. It's pretty common. 2/1 8k. Snow Italian Nishiki no Maki music trait and ability change. During start of your climax phase, you can pay the cost, which is pay to ditch 1 and change into the level 3 we just talked about. It's nothing much to say.
It's not much to say. It's just a changer for the level 3. Honestly, I don't think you'll play it, but whatever.
Yeah, just depends if you want to get the level 3 down earlier. But it's a vanilla changer card.
Technically, yeah, this is technically vanilla changer card. All change cards with that ability is usually 8k anyways.
8k 2/1 climax phase,
Yeah, that's the general change for 2/1.
So not much to say about that. Moving on. Anytime and always Nishiki no Maki. Blue 0/0 4k. Music trait. On play, you mill 2. If there are any climaxes within those 2 cards, you put this card to rest.
This card is actually an exact copy of Ray in Agavalion, which is well basically the same effect. Obviously different trait. Ray was a pilot trait. Honestly, it's not bad. Of course, losing that one turn to attack could hurt. That was the one plus side with Risco, that if you build that Climax, you still got that stock anyways. This one, it doesn't really get that plus, it goes to rest. Considering the main deck, I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. You could just, in the early game, you could just put this in the back row. Of course, it becomes late game, and if you have to play this card, and if you happen to mill Climax, you're going to be like, well, damn. Then you had to put something in the back row up. Or play over.
If you think positively, you might be like, oh, if I trigger that climax, you could have canceled, right? Gotta think positive.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean.
That's one way to look at it.
I know that's one way to look at it. I mean, like, what if your last 2 cards in your deck were both climaxes? Then you can build the 2 climaxes. This card goes to rest, but both climaxes will be back in the deck. Because it goes right to the deck, right back to the waiting room. I mean, like, no, it's not a bad card. It's actually a pretty decent card. Of course, if it hits, it's gonna hurt a little. In the mid to late game. In the early game, I don't think it could be too much of an issue. I don't think you need that stock that early. You really don't need that stock that early. I mean, like, what do you want to do? Turn 1 brainstorm?
Yeah, turn 1 brainstorm when you draw 5 climax.
Well, I guess that could happen. That could happen.
It's wise. Moving on, I guess. Friend invitation. Invitation of a friend. Probably been translation. Blue event 1/0. Place the top card to protect your clock. If that card is a character with Maki in his name, you draw up to 3, ditch 1, and then choose one of your characters against 2k until end of this turn.
Obviously, fan card, because there's no way you'd be playing this in a non-fan deck. This card is like almost an exact copy of the alarm in that capo, except that one was much better because that one it was trigger on a sport trait, and that would mean it's easier to make a deck out of multiple characters.
Yeah,
and the card sends itself to memory, which give or take may be a good or bad thing. This one doesn't have that option. Of course, in a fan deck, it's gonna be pretty much exactly the same as the alarm. The problem, because it's gonna be +1 either way, regardless of which event you used in the capo or this one. If you miss, you're gonna go -1 and take a damage for no reason. I mean, like, it's not bad if you're playing a fan deck. Main deck, no, hell no.
Obviously, well, this set is basically going for all the fan decks. You can all build a waifu build now.
Kind of like Iron Master Movie, except apparently Iron Master Movie actually just did get a couple cards that they could use. Not saying this set didn't have any. It just seems with the cards that they looking like right now, it just like it just doesn't look like it.
Moving on. Happy Maker Sonada Umi. Red 3/2 9k. Music trait. When you have 4 more characters with Umi in their name, this card gains -1 level from in your hand. When you have 3 or more other music characters, this gets 1k. Third ability. On play, you may salvage a music character.
Actually, this could be a main deck card because considering how many Umi cards are actually in the main deck.
It depends. It depends on the person, but it's a pretty high cost because you need a full field of Umi. So it's a waifu build, not a meta build.
Yeah, and I understand, but I mean, like, I can see someone would try to sneak 1 into the main deck.
No.
No, you don't think so?
No, you just use the bitch slap Umi. That one's better. The one, if you don't know what the one I'm talking about, I think it's the one with the Climax combo and it heals on play.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. It was the 3/2/95 that gains 1k for some reason. I think it's like same thing.
I don't know.
And then 2k, and then Climax combo 2k1, so salvage your character and
1 gets 1k.
Yeah.
That one's better. So
obviously the card's
running
better.
This in a non meta deck.
Fan deck for sure. I would assume so. It will probably replace your it'll probably replace your 2/1 in your fan deck.
Moving on, I guess. Anytimes and always, Sonada. Red 2/1 5k music trait. When this card declares an attack, choose one of your other characters again. 1.5k. When this card is played from hand to your stage, you may ditch one. If you do so, you may salvage a music character. So you can ditch a Climax, salvage music.
I still don't think this card would be played in the main deck.
I say no because it's 2/1 5K. So
I mean, like the first ability implies this card has to attack, so that means this you would if it was maybe another 15. Another 15 power. I'll be hesitate to say this card could be played, but right now, no.
No.
Right now, no.
If it was an assist or something, it would be better, but it's not. So, you know.
This card, this first ability is telling you this card must attack, but being a 2/1 5K would mean 1/0 for now could beat this card. So that is a problem. And the second effect, I don't think it's worth the power.
No, it's not. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Just pass through it. Pass through this guy. It's just not that good of a card.
Next card, Yume no Tobira, Dreams Door, Sonata Umi, 1/1 4K music trait. So all your characters in front of this card with Umi in their card names have power plus X, which X is the level of that character multiplied 500. So level assist. Pay 2, rest this card, choose one character from the rating room, and return it to your hand.
Obviously, Umi fan deck. It's so obvious. I mean, like, is there any real reason to play this card? Does Umi not have a better assist that is not the Brainstorm?
No.
No? Really?
Most people just run Brainstorm. There's not really a better. I mean, you would run this, obviously.
So
you can run. Yeah, I don't know.
In a fan deck, I would think you'll run maybe 2-3 copies.
Considering the color though.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, it's not hard, but if you want more Umi, you obviously want to, put more red cards in there. So, it's, yeah.
That's what this set is for. To put more red cards into your waifu decks.
No, mono red Umi. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't need yellow.
Yeah, you don't need. Yeah, you guys, you don't need yellow in your Umi fan decks.
True waifu.
Anyway, so this card, obviously fan deck, so I'm not gonna make any comments about its competitive play. But the pay 2 rest to salvage,
it's pretty common.
It's pretty common, I say, yeah.
Moving on. 2/1 Desperation. Red event. You cannot play this card from hand if you do not control a character named Umi in this name. Choose one of your opponent's cost 1 or lower character and send it to his owner's rating room. Bad.
What do you mean? That's good.
No, I say it's bad.
Well, no way. It's good. I mean, like.
I don't like it.
The fact is, the cost is just to have a card of Umi in the name would mean this card can actually be played in a meta deck. Then the fact is, this card can target back row would mean this card can actually snipe back row as well. It may be a 1-for-1.
I guess. I don't know. I just don't like it.
It may be a 1-for-1 trade, but depending on the back row card, it might be very important.
Yeah.
Of course, this card could hit front row as well. 2/1. Considering when you want to target cost 1. It's not so bad. I mean, like, there are some cost ones that you want to throw away, like such as low supports or anti-burn, which is right now not an issue for Love Life, but you get the point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like this card.
I mean, like, right now Love Life doesn't really have a good way to target back row.
Yeah, they don't.
So I would say this is one way to do it. The requirement to have an Ubi card in the field is not gonna be hard, considering the 1/0 Brainstorm. Unless they can get rid of the Brainstorm, or if you never got it, then what were you doing?
Trust me, the times you don't draw it,
you're gonna get somehow. You're gonna get somehow. You always will.
You get it at level 3, and you have to use it as a front row attacker. That's bad.
I think it could see. I think it could see some play.
Yeah, it can, but I personally don't like it. Moving on to Happy Maker Ayase Green, obviously. 3/2 10K music trait. On play, if you have 4 or more characters with Eri in their names, you may place the top card of your deck to your stock. Second ability, on play, when this card reverses his opponent in battle, you may pay 1. If you do, you may kick that character to the clock. Last ability, act, pay 1, choose one of your characters with every name, and it gains 1.5k to the end of this turn.
Do you think it's worth playing, even considering you're not playing a fan deck?
No,
Because Nico exists, right?
no. Who is Nico? I don't know who you're talking about.
Please, actually, I saw your little shrine.
I don't have a Nico shrine. Don't assume I'm a Nico fan. Trust me. Anyways, it's pretty much a guarantee clock kicker because if you're really wary about the counter, you can just keep paying one, pump it up.
Yeah, but I think that would be too expensive. But yeah, in terms of
You
long,
can.
yeah, I know. In terms of longevity, Nico will do better than Airy because Nico could be continuously used. This one is a one-time thing only.
Yep.
This first effect is obviously telling you fan deck, but
Obviously.
so if you're playing this in the main deck, you won't be see the first effect like ever, and if you do, what happened? I mean, like you should have a Ubi in there somewhere.
No, you don't always have to run Umi. All these guys who make waifu.
Oh wait, there is that 1/1 airy tap 1k. I see some people play that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying if you run a 1/0 Umi in your waifu deck, just commit seppuku or something. Just quit Weiss. Don't do it.
The first effect, I say you can't won't see this in the main competitive deck.
Nope.
Other than that, I think no. You know what? Never mind. I won't see main deck because Nico still exists.
Yeah. Here's how you can work. Do you want a one night standard Airy or do you want to have Nico?
Although I suppose the cost is lower compared to Nico, but you shouldn't.
Nico's more expensive. Okay.
We move on.
Yeah, let's move on for my bad jokes. 2-1 Kira Kira Sensation as Airy. 7.5k. Music trait. On play, this gains 1.5k to end of turn. When this card declares an attack with the Climax Recollection Memories, which is a plus assault, choose one music character from Waiting Room, place it to your stock, and this gains 3k to end of this turn.
Oh, great. I'm gonna hear that +2 soul joke.
What? No.
What? You don't have one?
I don't have a plus soul joke. I just wanted it.
It's funny. This literally makes your +2 soul stock one give this card 3k.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that,
You mean it'll probably be +4 or 5 because I'm playing.
maybe. Oh, well, yeah, I guess. But what if it was like? What if it lived the first turn?
I highly doubt it'll the first turn.
It's not impossible, but yeah, I doubt it.
What's a deck I want to build? Seems fun.
I mean, like it seems fun, but it feels kind of wasted.
Wasted?
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Plus the soul? You don't like plus the soul?
No, I play +2 soul deck. You saw me play Dodai.
Yeah.
If anyone don't know what Dodai is, look up Automaster Dodai deck, and you understand exactly what it does.
Okay. I don't remember. Anyways.
It's the one where you can pay to ditch one, pull 3 characters from like anywhere.
Nope, not against me.
Wow, man, I guess you never. I never think about it. I don't think you ever played it.
Yeah, so I have no idea what you're Anyways, it's still a pretty good card. I mean, plus the soul, gain big powers, go ham.
It's still decent if you're looking for a 2/1 9k for turn 2, I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose there are better cards for that. I'm not sure about Loveli's card set, so I can't comment.
If you're saying 2-1, I haven't played Love in a while, but there's a Nozomi that can 9k on play and it has Clock Encore. I don't remember.
Oh, that one is probably better because it's Clock Encore, but actually Clock Encore on level 2 isn't that great. Because
yeah.
at that point, Clock becomes a really precious resource.
Yeah, but in the most case, your level 2 is pretty. I haven't played Love Live for a while, but in most cases, your level 2 is not that good. So you want to have some staying power, or some sort of survivability attached to the card.
Both effects are for one turn only.
Yeah, I know, but if you can kill one of their characters and prep up the stock, and then you can play the other Airy, which we just mentioned, and go balls deep and kick the clock.
I suppose so. I can't. I'd say I'd give this card an average. It's not good. It's not bad either.
I don't know. I'm biased, so hits. Don't
I
have
can
to.
I'll just say it's just average. It's not like great because you have to play Climax to actually get the full effect. And I was never like a big fan of Climax combos unless it's like super good. Like I can't say very good plus two soul one except Dodai.
Okay.
Because plus two soul Climax combos is really depends on the card. And Dodai's just been proven to be really good.
Should I move on?
Yeah, just move on.
Okay, Anticipation Airy. Green 001.5k music in sports trade. Oh my god, this is sports trade. Your other characters every gain 500 power. This ability can only be activated once per turn. When you use Act ability, choose one of your characters and gains 500 until the end of turn. First off, obviously, Wi-Fi build. Second, you can use it to cheat extra 500 on your counters.
I suppose so, but is there no other use on your turn? I know there's a 1/1 tap for 1k, but you rather have the.
No, it's a level 0.
Yeah, but do they have a? I guess I guess you won't be playing counters. Yeah, okay. Suppose that's fine, but
Green, I don't think there's a green counter that's like huge. Or like, I don't think there really is a good green counter, so you could use that, extra 500 power globally. So,
well, you'd be using this in a fan deck, only in the fan deck, because there's no point playing this in the main deck.
Yep.
I mean, like the second ability is not worth to play this in the main deck either, because there's so much other cards you could use.
Yep, there are a lot of counters in Love Life, so don't worry about that. But if it's like mono green, then you sort of have a problem in terms of counters.
But there has been act ability they could use actively in the Airy deck almost all the time. That is not the 1/1 because
there should be one. There's too many cards on Love Life.
Because I don't know the Love Life set. I cannot comment on the second effect too well. Besides, out of its counter usage, because I don't think a card is worth. I don't think that build is worth using if you cannot use on both turns. A counter is only one turn.
I'm pretty sure there are cards that have act on your turn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I mean, like the level 3 Airy, the new level 3 Airy. That's a good example, actually.
Yeah, level 3 Airy.
That's a good example, but other than that, we don't know any others. It has to be rather early too, like level 1.
There should be one.
There should be. Yeah, there should be one. There should be one, but we just don't know it.
Yep. Moving on. Happy Maker, Hoshizawa Rin. 3/2 10k music trait. On play, you may pay the cost, which is pay 1. Choose up to 2 cards in your opponent's waiting room, and your opponent shuffles the rest of the cards into his deck, from the waiting room to his deck. So you pick 2 cards, you set them aside, and your opponent shuffles their waiting room back into their deck. When this card declares an attack with the Climax Cheerful Guts post, which we have no idea what it is right now, you pay 1. Search your deck for up to 2 music characters and add to your hand.
So right now we know that is it gonna be? Do you know if it's gonna be a gate trigger?
Don't know.
Actually, is there any blue Climax that's been revealed so far?
I don't know. Probably not.
I'm trying to think back, but I'm not paying.
Probably there is one. Right. Okay, no, never mind. There hasn't been one. We don't know.
No, we don't know. Anyways, the first ability is kind of a Tech 1/2 ability. Sometimes it could be good, sometimes it could be bad.
Make the shuffle 6 climaxes, or
because there are times where you could play this, then shuffle more climax back in rather than character cards.
Yeah, so it depends.
That first ability is really situational. The second ability is effects you've seen before.
Yep, pay 1 search 2. It's pretty good.
But the problem is we don't know what kind of climax it is, so we cannot make a full comment on it.
It's probably gonna be a.
It's at least it's a +1, right?
Yep.
At least it's a +1.
Probably gonna be a gate. I'm pretty sure.
It's gonna be a gate. You think it's gonna be a gate? If it's 2k 1 soul, then wow. If it's a Stockholm 1 soul, I think it's worth +2 soul.
No, I'm pretty sure it's blue.
I mean, like, what if the climax was a +2 soul? Would you still play the climax?
Obviously.
Actually, you think so?
+2 soul balls deep. I'm joking. No.
Wait, now I think about it. Didn't we just see a +2 soul?
No.
No, okay, my lied. That was Airy. Never mind. It really depends on the climax. +1, it's a +1 regardless.
Moving on. Kira Kira Sensation, Hojizara Rin, 1.5k music trait. This ability can only be activated once per turn. When you use an active ability, choose one of the characters gains 500 till end of this turn. Same as Eri. Second ability, Brainstorm. Pay 1, Restless. Brainstorm for cert. Pretty good card, I think.
It can activate its own ability, its own first ability, so that's good. The second ability is the exact same thing on Umi, so
Yeah.
I suppose you can have both.
You could.
It seems kind of pointless to have both, but I suppose that's one way of saying there's no way I can not get Umi.
Yeah.
Or actually, now I think
yeah.
about it, if you're not gonna play yellow, this is a good backup.
Yep. Good for the mono blue decks. More like mono Rin decks, but there you go.
I mean, like it's not bad.
Unless you
Umi,
want the power Brainstorm, which is pretty crap.
it's obviously the Umi is better because global 500 and the brainstorm is better than act plus 500 and brainstorm. So there's an obvious difference there. Of course, you can have both and you could get both, but she's kind of pointless to have both in the same deck. I mean, like you're taking two the same brainstorms into the same deck.
Hey, but one of them level 0.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't think Level has any issues paying out climaxes if they're stuck.
Yeah, they do. They do sometimes.
I don't think so, but okay.
Next card. Snow Italian Hoshizara Rin. 6.5k music trait. During your opponent's turn, for every other of your characters with Rin in its name, this gains 500.
Fan deck. Oh, it's so obvious.
Yeah, it'll be huge. Probably like 8.5k. Like, okay. Without counting the assists, is what your opponent gonna do? They just cry.
Don't worry, they'll just play suicides.
Not every set has level 1 suiciders.
I know that, but
yeah.
that's just such one obvious answer to it.
Yeah. You had to go with one with her, man.
But I'm just not comment on it. It's a fan deck, obvious fan deck card. So yeah.
Next card, Love Wing Bell, blue event 2/1. It's a counter. So choose one of your characters with Rin in its name and place it to your rain room. If you do, return the top card of the clock to your hand and send it to memory. So it's essentially the same as the Madoka card.
The Madoka card he's referring to is Sayaka's Wish. Both English and Japanese players should know what that card is. It's both played in the main it's both played in the main deck in both English and Japanese. Because it's so good. Because the card is so good, and because Sayaka is good. That's why. I can't say anything about Rin cards though, because I'm not sure there's a stable Rin card to play with.
I don't know. The alpha just makes me think of stupid shit.
I mean, like, there could be a new Ring card that could be released that might make it good. I mean, like, this is obviously a good card. It goes right bypass the anti-heal.
Yeah,
it stops any on reverse effects, and it goes to memory, which could or could not be a bad thing. Which is
compression.
It's probably a good thing anyways, because you don't want 3 cards going back into the waiting room.
Yeah.
I mean 3 cards. I mean the stock, the ring card, and the event. This card breaks even in terms of hand because sends a card from clock to your hand. So it's a good card. Good card. It's a good card, but I can't say how good it could be if I don't know the full list for Rin.
I barely see anyone play Rin.
Right, yeah, right. That's the thing too. I barely see anyone play Rin. I barely see anyone play Rin. So I cannot say this card is a good card for the main deck because no one plays Rin in the main deck. If you do not play Rin in the main deck, this card cannot be used.
Rin is sad. Look at her. She just wants you to play this card. Look at that face. She's like, accept me, please. Put me in your deck, please.
Obviously, gonna be in the fan decks for sure in 4 copies. But I can't say anything about the main deck until I see people actually play Rins.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for cards of the week. Ilya's out already, if you haven't noticed. And I don't think there has been any updates to releases. And yeah. that's it. So, do you have anything to add?
Nope. We'll probably see Love Live for another week or two. I believe that it's coming out on the 22nd, so one more week of Love Live at least.
And then we might see some cockroaches, and idols mixed together, maybe. I hope
Idols,
to
more
see more
idols?
cockroaches.
Oh, you mean for
Cockroaches.
cockroaches for
I
next
hope to
weekend?
see more cockroaches. So cockroaches fan tech OP. And well, rate, comment, subscribe, and see you guys next week.